Ooh. We are live. Let's go away from blowtorch. We won't need that today. We are going to make potato mochi. Imo mochi in Japanese. Imo is kind of any tuber, but it's the name for potatoes in Japan. And mochi, not that it has really any mochi ingredients in, but I suppose it's kind of pounded. It's ever so slightly got that kind of bouncy texture. I'm not wearing slippers. My feetsies are cold. Where are my slippers? Suddenly got cold again, which is very, very inconvenient. Right. Imomochi. It's a very simple recipe. It is literally potatoes, cooked potatoes, and cooked potatoes and cornstarch, not cornstarch, potato starch. Double down on the potato, and kind of seasonings and flavors. So let's go. I'll probably try to do this one. Yeah. So it's got. I'm doing good. What am I doing good for? For time. So yeah. We'll do a few. We'll see how many we end up making. We can do some with like cheese on the inside. I'll do a couple of these kind of isobe, which means seaweed, like nori seaweed with like soy, like a sweet soy glaze. It's a little snack really. But yeah, we basically just need to grab some potato, cook them, mash them, stick them in a stew, not sticking in a stew. We're going to steam them, not boil them, steam them, mash them, stick some cheese in the middle is what we're going to do. Cheese and other fun ingredients is what we're going to go for. The reason I'm not boil, you can definitely boil them, but I just don't want to add too much moisture into it. So I'm going to opt to steam them and then mash them. Other recipes call for microwaving them, but I don't know, I just don't feel like microwaving my potatoes today. So we're gonna chop our potatoes and then steam them, mash them, go from there. So here's our potato, just generic potato. We've got our potato starch. In Japan, it's more common than cornstarch. So I'm going to double up on the potato. And then, yeah, that's it really. That's the kind of basis of the recipe. They can do it completely plain and just have these two. And that'll do it. But I'm going to add a bit of milk just to kind of give it a little bit more of a smooth texture. And whatever seasoning I can conjure from behind me. Like some recipes call for like bouillon, chicken bouillon, things like that. I don't have that, so I'll see what I can find behind there. And yeah, that's it really. So we peel, and we chop, and then we steam. Easy as that. I have a little peely bag. A peeler, and I give the potatoes a quick wash so they're not one thing at a time. Let's move these. Gonna go behind. I do not have enough bench space for anything. Right, here we have it. peeling. We're aiming for about 300 grams of potatoes. We're not going to be too like pedantic about the amount of potato. We wanna have like, to be fair, our cornstarch is probably our rate determining step because we have like only about like this much cornstarch. It's like, I think it's like a tablespoon of cornstarch per 50 grams of potato. So we have about, it's like eyeballing the amount of cornstarch I have. I reckon it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reckon there's at least 6 tablespoons in there, give or take. So we'll aim for about 300 grams ish of that. So I'm just gonna quickly give these a rinse so they're not like completely demolishing my. Okay, they're pretty clean. They're just a bit ashy. We're gonna weigh a few. We'll see how much they're gonna lose a little bit. 230. We'll see. I reckon this is gonna give us our 300 grams with 3 potatoes. 3 potatoes. Yeah, 3 potatoes is gonna do us. So we will peel our patates. Where did I put my peeler? Yeah, in my Mafusive peeler. I feel like I could probably get away with doubling the recipe. Do I have any other use for potatoes? What am I going to do with this many potato mochi is also the question. I might just be reasonable and just do the recipe amount. But that one, how many do you make? No comment. Okay, just not going to tell me how many potatoes thingies you make. Well, in the picture, there's 8, which is fair enough. So we're gonna do potato mochi. I like, they sell these as like little like street food snacks as well in some regions. I think I've had it somewhere. Like, I feel like I've had this in like Hokkaido or something because they're known for their potatoes. The Ireland of Japan. Almost all of Japan's potatoes are grown in Hokkaido. So probably had it there. But it's a really easy kind of snacky food. It's super easy to make as well. Just a bit of. Oh, I've got a bit of a hole in this guy. If I can. You've got a bit of a hole in this dude. I'm just going to do a surgery on the patat. See how bad we are. Oh, you're like quite bad. Okay. Big surgery. You're gonna have to do some amputations out here. How bad? How like how pedantic do I need to be about this potato being brown? Is this okay? Um, hmm. How worried do I need to be? It's a potato. Surely it's not like, it's not gonna kill me, is it? Famous last words. No. Let's cut off the whole until I see no brown bits. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to peel another potato because I've lost a lot of potato to the brown bit. And that was unfortunate. All right, another potato, seemingly. Right, let's see how much potato we've actually ended up with. Hello, Whistle. Welcome, welcome. We are peeling some potatoes. We are doing potato mochi, which is a Japanese like snacky thing. Okay, we're going to do another potato because I lost a lot of potato to the brown bit. So we're just going to up the potato. It's kind of like a mashed potato, or look at them points. It's a mashed potato cake. It's basically a potato cake, really. It's like a Japanese potato cake, except it's literally just mashed potato and potato starch. The irony of doubling potato and it somehow changes the texture. So we are peeling potato. This is my entry to the Kitchen Gladiators. This month's theme is poe-tay-toes. Probably not. Like, it's basically mashed potato with a bit of milk. I mean, it doesn't have to have milk, but mashed potato mixed with some starch to bind it, and then pan fried. So it's kind of, to be fair, in construction, it's probably most akin to like a gnocchi, but like a lot less like flour than a gnocchi. Like gnocchi is like, or like there's a lot of flour involved, but for this, it's very much potato with a bit of binding. So we're just gonna chop the potatoes down small, just so it cooks fast. We're gonna mash this, so it doesn't really matter how big we go. We're just gonna chop our potats, and then we're gonna steam because I can. I think boiling them would give it too much moisture. We don't want that. The recipes that I've looked at all say steam them or microwave them. I feel like I cut that way too small. Maybe if I just cut all of them small, it'll be very fast. Yeah, potato, not that kind of potato cake, like a think gnocchi, but then it's not so floury. It's like fried mashed potato. Pan fried mashed potato is probably more adjacent to the idea. Just gonna cut this up. I've kind of messed up the kind of cutting. I started like a little bit chunky and then I've kind of cut a lot of other bits a lot smaller. I'm just gonna try and match the size. Everyone's small. Evenly cooks. And then we're just gonna cook it until it's cooked. And then we mash. I don't have a masher. We cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, this is a very like Japanese like snacky thing. It's more regional. It's not like everywhere, but it's more of a northern thing. I feel like northern places always do more with the potato because the potatoes are grown in the north. So we have our little pile of potatoes forming. And then we are going to steam them for a bit. I have no idea how long they take. I should probably Google that. And then we will mash them, roll them, cheese them. I don't know how much cheese I have, to be fair. Let's figure out that bit. So I've cut these potatoes relatively small just so that it will go faster. I'm just going to wing the timings. Grab some cooking sheet. Chicken nuggets, when you can be bothered, nice. I mean, nothing wrong with a good old chicken nugget. Right, where's the pan? Oh, need my steaming attachment. Basically, gonna chuck this on the heat. I mean, it's most definitely faster if I do this in the microwave, but gonna order pizza but pays late like always. No, we hate that. Come on, guys, get your shit together. So we're just going to wet our basket. Is that what you're meant to do? And we are just going to line the inside with a little paper. Bunch it up makes it easier to go into the basket. Basically, we're just lining the basket with some paper. That's a massive piece. Cut in half. And we're just going to pop it in the steamer until it's cooked. I mean, I really don't need to be this high key. I could have like absolutely done this in the microwave, but then there'll be no stream. So wow. So we have a little stash of patat going in like so. Ta-da. And it's just gonna get steamed. Easy as that. I'm just gonna listen to the water and once it hits a boil and then turn it down so it's not completely taking up my electric bill. Right, let's see. I mean, steaming potatoes and boiling potatoes can't take too different. So how long to steam little potatoes? About 10 minutes. Alrighty then. 10 minutes on the clock. Just gonna leave that there. And yeah, that's basically it for the cooking part. Well, we're gonna double cook it basically. We are going to turn it into the little potato cake. Roll some cheese on the inside maybe. And then do some, maybe I'll do some like a sweet soy sauce with a bit of seaweed on the outside. The possibilities are endless. We have many different flavors that can be done, but I think classic is just like plain, and you can like dip it in whatever. I don't know why I've got this. My emotional support rice paddle. And then we are going to do some with cheese. I don't know how much cheese I have. I have some melty cheese. So you can put some cheese on the inside of some. And yeah, we've got 2 sticks of melty cheese, so we can do some cheese, and then in that level, and then yeah, the rest is just mash and mash and mash and cook, mash and roll and cook. It's going to be not going to be a very fun stream. I feel like once the potatoes are done, it's going to be a little bit more fun. But we will get to that shortly. So, what to do now? We'll prep the cheese. Potatoes are currently in the steamer, steaming away. We shall get our cheese chopped while we wait. Oh, little chopping board. Yeah, I mean, cheese sticks it's basically mozzarella cheese in long form. So if you can remember the taste of mozzarella, it is literally the same. It's just a stringy texture. Yeah, this is the reason why I buy this, because it's somehow when it's on sale, it's cheaper to buy this stuff than mozzarella cheese in Japan. And I don't eat that much cheese often, so like it's perfectly fine, like just having like little sticks of cheese. They also last way longer because they're like shrink wrapped. I think I'll do maybe 2 things. That's a lot of cheese. Maybe it's too much. I can snack on the cheese if I've got extra cheese. Can I shove one of those? Or maybe 2 of those. I feel like 2 seems a lot. Depends on how big I make because I feel like 1 would be like, if we make the potato cake like this big, I feel like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Cheese is on standby. And we need a bit of seasoning of some form to season our potato mix. I'm just trying to scope out what I have. That would go nicely. I want something powdery and not wet, because that would change the consistency of, where's my like garlic? Here we go. Maybe use this. I've got some like fried garlic, black pepper, chili, roast garlic concoction. So we'll use that to season the main batter. Can't go wrong, right? Yeah, basically we mash potato, potato starch, little bit of milk, mix it up, mash it, get it good and combined with our seasonings. And then so some places they roll it into a log, like stick it in the fridge for a bit, and then like cut rounds out of them, and then just cook those as is. I think I'm just going to shape them by hand because I don't have the patience to put things in the fridge. And we can just form little patties with cheese inside or not cheese inside. And then you fry them in a pan. So yeah, nice little snacky snack. Yeah. Where's my water? I'm thirsty. Eat. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hmm. Good stuff. How are we doing? Are we steaming? We steaming? We steaming? Yeah. Got another 5 minutes left on the patatas. So we are just going to hang out for a second. Don't know. I don't actually know what I'm doing for dinner. This is very much a snack food. I need to do a little bit of like fridge clear out for dinner. As I always am, apparently. I think I'm gonna do some noodles. I've got a lot of noodles to go through. So we'll do some noodles, conjure a soup of some form. Maybe I'll do like a seafood soup. I feel like I've got like prawns and fish in the freezer. So I'll get through those. Yeah, definitely on like clear out the pantry and freezer mode. So I'm just making nonsensical meals at the moment. I'm just like, carb, yes. Protein, yes. Vegetable, yes. Doesn't make sense? No, doesn't matter. It is food. Is my philosophy at the moment. I'm just Lego building food that makes no sense. So we are going to do that. I need to suss out. So for this one, they have tablespoon, medium tablespoon sugar. Nonsensical, nonsensical, as long as it tastes good, exactly. Literally the other day, I had like congee that I had in the freezer. So I had congee and stir-fried vegetables on the side. I was like, congee is rice. It's basically rice. It's fine. It's fine. If you squint, it's rice. um, we do what we must to clear the freezer. I'm eating a little boring. Yeah, I'm clearing the pantry. Yep. I need to like. I've got so much stuff to clear through the pantry. There's gonna be stuff I'm gonna have to bring home. I'm gonna try minimize the amount of stuff to bring home, but we'll see. I've got some like mystery jars in the back. It's like, oh, that's fun. I'm gonna buy that, and then like never, never end up actually cooking with them. So I'm gonna have some stuff to sort through. It's also been very cold the last couple of days. It snowed yesterday in March. It was like so warm over the weekend. We were in like a t-shirt and a jumper over the weekend, and then yesterday it snowed. We're like, what's going on? Stop. Yeah, that's me. I'm like just buying the bare minimum, like fresh, like proteins and vegetables. But even then, I've got a couple of like frozen vegetables that I still need to get through. So yeah, we are all out here clearing out our pantries. Mhm. Let's see, how is our potato doing? Ooh, we have a beep. Let's see. We cooked? Are we cooked? Nope, not even close. Like we have like a millimeter of cookedness. So let's keep going. At least double. This is why they recommend you to microwave it. Would have been done by now. Right. Yeah, some of those things, right? Like you like buy something for like a specific thing. You're like, oh yeah, that was really good. But then you like, it's not like a daily food, so you don't. The chef snack has already started. One less cheesy potato mochi because it is going into my stomach. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. This is so good. I forget how good string cheese is. Right. I hate for this to be just a stand here and watch potatoes cook show. So, what can I do? I need to figure out what I'm cooking this weekend because the guy who runs the Italian restaurant has invited us over for a party for us, like a little goodbye party. To do a dance redeem. Oh no. I'd have to set one up, I think. But um and yeah. And so he's throwing a party for us. But I still want to take something. So trying to figure out what to take, whether I take something savory or sweet. Hmm. I mean, I'm dancing on stream anyway. I'm always constantly like, doo, 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 doo. Right. Okay. Let us prepare for imminent potato. What I need is something to mash potato with. Mashing utensil. Yeah. We don't have utensils for actual purpose. We have utensils that are multi-purpose, like miscellaneous glass jar. Yeah, I don't have one, so his multi-purpose item can do lots of things. I think this is an old umeshu container. It was it's choya, so it's I don't know if you can see. But it used to contain some alcoholic beverage. And then I kept it because it was useful. And so now I put flowers in it sometimes. Most of the time I'm rolling with it because it's got straight edges. Today I'm mashing with it. See? This is why we keep random glass things, because they're useful. Or so I tell myself. Come on, potatoes, cook faster. I don't have forever. I put flowers in jars without water. Think I want to slowly die. Why would you do that? Just want to expedite the process of not having flowers. Right. Okay. I'm bored already. Can you tell I have no patience whatsoever? What do I want to do? This literally nothing. What do I want to do? I just want to cook something. Or just eat because I'm bored. There's so much food in the freezer still. Why is there still so much food in the freezer? I don't understand. Ah. I'm definitely not finishing everything before I leave. Do I have a bottle of wine? Oh, I do. Ah, God knows how old it is, though. Can have a little. I don't think it's showing at all. If it's meant to say something, I cannot see. I like it like that, da da da. Ooh, if it fizzed ever so quietly when I opened that. We'll see. Taste test. Mm. Or I'd cook with it. I wouldn't drink it, I think. Yeah. Well, I didn't even realize it was in there. It was right at the front, but it's one of those things where like you see it so much that you just forget its existence. So I need to schedule something to use this ASAP because it is now uh, not very fit for consumption. So cooking wine has been found. Just have a little partway check on our potatoes. Okay, we're getting there. You know what? I'm going to say that's finished. So we have our little potato reveal. Whoa. Da-da-da. Scoot this over. Put this in the most inconvenient place. Can I add Madlu? Absolutely. Right. We have steamed potatoes. Just gonna rest this precariously here so I can show you guys. Wow, potato. Exactly what we thought it would look like. Are we back from the ads? We are going to scoop this potato into our bowl. If I should probably weigh this because I added some extra potato and I don't know how much potato we have now. So I should be able to like pick this up, but this is on parchment. So let's see. Am I skilled enough to do I have the dexterity? But nice. Potato. Done. Success. And then we want a little bit of milk. Approximately 2 tablespoons, I believe. So about 30 mils. Just give it a little loosen. Right. Potato. milk. I think I'm going to mash it first and then add the cornstarch in. I feel like I'd get, not corn. I keep saying cornstarch when it's potato starch, but we are going to use our handy dandy, definitely for purpose, random bottle. Kind of hurts my hands because it's kind of cutting into this, but no matter. We persevere. My mother did not raise me to be weak. Going to mash away until we are fully mashed. So yeah, we're about halfway through, I reckon. We're just going to, this really hurts. It's got like a circle indent on my hand. But it is doing a grand job mashing my potato. I might put something on my hand because I'm gonna end up with a circle tattoo on my hand from this little cylinder. We are going to mash away. Good little workout. Why is this potato giving me a workout already? This is not good. Right. Let's give it a little right now. We have potato trying to come up the sides. But we are pretty mashed. Are we fully mashed? Are we good? Good enough, I reckon. Little bit of texture just adds character. So I'd like to tell myself when I can't be bothered to mash potatoes fully. Builds character. Right. We have mashed potato. And then rinse that off so we don't have rusty potatoes on glass. And now we add seasoning. We basically want to season this to like a well-seasoned potato seasoning. I'm going to do this first before the cornstarch so I can taste it. I keep saying cornstarch. I mean potato starch when I say cornstarch because it's potato starch. I'm putting this in this. Potato starch is going into here as a binder. But I will do that last so I can taste the mash. Good. And then we ready up with our glove because we are already fast approaching our rolling segment of the day. Mashed potato cake, exactly. Where did I put? Potato starch is behind. We have 370 grams of potatoes in here, so we are looking at about 5-ish tablespoons. I don't know why there's a big spoon in here. We're looking about 5 tablespoons. 5? 7. I can't count. Approximately a tablespoon per 50 grams of potato was the recipe. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome. I love that. We get husbando gets ripped before you even say hi. I love your entry. So no egg, just potato, seasoning. I've added a little bit of milk, but you can skip that. Some recipes don't call for milk. This is potato starch. I reckon cornstarch will do just the same. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, have I perfectly measured this? 6. Oop. Just a little bit on the floor. I'm just going to assume that last one is about 7. Yay, we finished another bag. We love an empty. We love emptying our bags. We are on pantry empty mode. So we are just going to combine gently because the starch is going to go everywhere. So we're just going to roughly start with the spoon, but then I'll get the glove on and start mixing with glove. Yeah, so you could definitely make this. This is a very easy snack. It's just double down on the potato starch and potatoes. It's a very common snack where the potatoes are where the potatoes are produced up north. Right. Yeah, roughly mixed. So we're gonna glove. Hopefully it's not too hot anymore. Yeah. It's basically a gnocchi. It's a gnocchi adjacent. It's floured, starched, whatever you want to call it, potatoes that are going to get pan fried. So if you were to do gnocchi, you would probably boil them first before pan frying. But this just gets straight up pan fried. You can put cheese on the inside, or you can just glaze it on the outside with a soy glaze. I'm just gonna get as much starch off the sides and get it into the dough. Nope, no, nothing on the outside. Just form into patty and then fry in butter or in oil or whatever lube of choice, food lubricant of choice. So the starch basically just gives it a little, let's give a little bit of a chew. As you can tell, my mash is not that well mashed because I didn't use a masher. I just used the bottom of a glass. So it could be better mashed, but we're not out here, for perfection. We're out here making fun snacks. Yeah, this is meant to be a very fast snack. Like most recipes I've looked at, they will just be microwave the potatoes till they're cooked. I steamed them because I don't know, want to make life difficult for myself. So microwave them, boil them. I think if you boil them, it might be too wet. But whatever method you wish to create mash, make some mash, and then mix it all up. I'm just going to give it a good knead through to make sure all the starch is throughout our mixture. Some bits are quite sticky, but like some bits are coming apart. So I'm just trying to get everyone to the same place. Because I assume the sticky bits are the potato-y bits. Because once it's starched up, it shouldn't be so sticky. Giving it a good knead. And then we shall proceed to part two. Part three. That is form bowls. So we're gonna do some cheesy, some seaweed sweet soy glaze. And then if we have more spare, I might do like a sweet, spicy Korean hot sauce one, maybe, because why not? I have Korean hot sauce to use up, so let's bring back the scales. Give it away because I love me a perfectly weighed out situation. Successfully hold all the dough. $470 divided into, what's a good number? Like there's no good number to divide 470 into. Give it a look. 8? Is that gonna make really big ones? 9, 10? Let's do 10. 47 gram balls. That was a really obvious one. Wow. So the easy way of doing this would be to roll it into a log and just stick it in some cling film and do the sausage method. But that would be boring. So we are going to just take off the glove and do it more efficiently. Oh, nearly dropped the wine everywhere. Right. Gonna have this down to put the potato cake on. So we are aiming for 47 gram bowls. So am I being pedantic? Really? So we're basically just going to we're doing bowls, basically forming little patties of potato deliciousness. Like yay thick. I reckon that's like 1.5 centimeters. I don't know any other unit, but you want to be like fairly like good bite, you know. We want, and yeah, as you can see, because of the starch, it's very moldable. Like so. So we're gonna repeat that. We're gonna do, maybe I like cut these in like half lengthways so we have like a good, like an easier time trying to shove them into a potato cake, because that would probably fit quite nicely on the inside. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential cheesy ones. Should we desire? And then we can do 5 non-cheesy ones. Ah, perfect. So we're gonna just do that for a bit. These are actually really like fun to mold. Like they're actually like really pleasant. They're like nice kind of Play-Doh consistency, and they're not sticky or anything like that. Which is fabulous, because I hate a sticky dough that you have to fight. So yeah, we're making little potatoes. We are going to be pedantic about having perfectly formed sizes, because why not? If not now, then when? I'm just going to mold them. Like if I was going to make all of them the same, like I wasn't going to do the cheese ones, I would have just rolled it in some cling film. Or if I wasn't streaming, I would just roll it in cling film, shove it in the fridge for a bit, and then cut it into, cookie, icebox cookie method. But I am not patient enough to do that on stream. We all know how bad I am with waiting for things to chill in the fridge. So we're just going to, look at that, so beautiful. I'm just going to try and do, totally did not just see potato flying everywhere just then. And then like pretty cylindrical, Nice. Also not left enough room for 5 of these, so I'm just gonna heat you all up. Right, we have done our 5 plain dudes. Gonna nice little potato pucks. Probably you can kind of see the like little chunks of potato in this. I probably could have done a better job forming those. And we have our 5 regular boys. And then we're gonna do 5 cheesy boys. I almost got that in one go. Okay. So we wanna do half and half. We're gonna essentially make 2 sides and then stick them together. Do one side, other side. We are going to top and tail our cheesy stick, and hopefully just smush them together and reform. We have, I'm gonna have to like somehow like label them, because this is gonna look exact. Maybe they'll be a bit thicker one day. They'll look basically exactly the same from the outside, but they are going to end up a little bit thicker. Look at that. We have perfectly encapsulated the cheese. They are definitely thicker. That's how we'll know. We'll have a really good cheese pull out of that one, I reckon. So we're just going to have, I think that was already, the method worked really well. So we're just gonna fix what's not broke. Make two flat discs. Probably should have stopped to, cut all of my cheeses in half, which I did not yet do. So I'll quickly do that. Cut the cheese. My cheese doesn't go rolling away. Cheese. Because I've cut them like lengthways, hopefully that means the cheese pull. If I pull them the correct direction, if I pull them this way, it'd be a mega cheese pull. But if I pull them the other way, it won't be very good cheese pull. I'm just going to seal it all up and reform into the right size. Beautiful. This is actually panning out to be really pleasant experience. I feel like this is not always the case with these streams. I feel like sometimes we get a lot of fails, but today I am hopeful. I feel like because I've said that, it's gonna explode in the pan, isn't it? Now that I've said that. So we're just going to roll them up, flatten it out. Cheese the inside. Cheese the inside. Pop it on. Seal them up. Into a little cheesy potato puck. Cute. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous gals. Last two. Hello, Demon Queen. Welcome. Thank you for joining the chat. We are making Mochi today, which is a Japanese kind of home snack. It's basically kind of like adjacent to a potato cake. It's kind of gnocchi-like in formation. It's just mashed potato and potato starch, a little bit of milk, and some seasonings. I've used this seasoning here. It's literally just like fried garlic and salt and chili and stuff. Can't go wrong. And I'm putting some cheese in these ones because how could you go wrong with a bit of cheese inside potato? So we are forming them into a little puck of deliciousness. And then we are going to pan fry these in a moment. Yeah. Nice little potato puck. So we've got our cheesy ones down this side, and then we've got our plain ones on this side. Yeah. So I'm doing this in as a prompt from KitchenGladiators, which is like a monthly food challenge group that I'm part of. The theme this month is potatoes. So I thought, what can I do with potatoes that's a little bit different, a little bit new? And thought, you know what? Mochi is a very Japanese. It's very similar to like other things, but it's still a very Japanese snack. I don't know why it's actually called mochi. Mochi, it doesn't have much of a mochi texture. It's. I mean, I suppose you've pounded the potato, so you have mochi, like similar to mochi. Mochi is pounded rice. You've pounded the potato, so I suppose in that sense that might be why they call it mochi. But we have last one, last cheese going in, and yeah. Oh, cheese does not want to stay inside. Cheese escape. Close up all the edges, and we squish it back up. This was a very pleasant folding experience, for sure. I feel like of all the different things I have molded in my time, this has been very pleasant. It's not sticky. It's just like Play-Doh. So yeah, it's really nice. It's literally like Play-Doh. It's not sticky. It was sticky when I started, when I first formed it, but once it was fully mixed, we have. So then we have it. We have our little plain and cheesy ones, and now I'm gonna deglove and move on to. We'll change angles. We'll go over to the hob, and we will cook them. So give me a second to get the pan. I don't even know if I have any butter. This is meant to be cooked in butter, but I might have to use ghee if I cannot find any butter. It's basically the same thing. I've not looked very hard, but I can't find any butter, so we're going to use ghee. So, mementos while I change the angle. So we are now over the hob. This was my steaming pot. We are going to turn up the heat. And we're going to use, I keep going for this camera because it's not there anymore, but it's not there. We're going to use some ghee because I can't find any butter. I'm pretty sure I have some back in there somewhere, but I'm not looking very hard, and the ghee is right here. So just gonna plop, leave it there. It will melt. You're jealous of the camera setup? It's not very much. It is a phone and a phone. And I just move it around until it works. I only very recently added that one. That's an old phone. That was like, it's a Samsung like S10 or something. And we're just delete all the apps off it. Just do the camera, just nothing else. Hopefully it works. It dies very fast though. It will last like 2 hours. And it just carks it. So sometimes I have to charge it midway through filming, which is not fun. But needs must. Do not have the ability to, or nor the will to buy an actual second camera. So we work with what we've got. A bag of phones, as you do. Can you give me the details of your friend too? I'd love a bag of phones. We're gonna just plump that in there. Will we fit all of them in one go? I would love to fit them all in one go because I do not have the patience to do multiple batches. Will they all fit? Now that is the question. There's one thing for them to all fit. Will they all fit, and will I be able to flip them? Is the question. Right. Fine. Oh, God, sound. 220 phones. What does one do with 220 phones? Just salvage them for parts, I suppose. Right. 20. I was gonna say 220, you can just open a junk phone shop with that. Right. Moment of truth. This is when it gets scary because what if they all just stick to the pan and then we cry? No problem. I know the feels. I currently have my nails short, but usually I have them a lot longer. Can't see where the camera is. Yeah, I chopped them all off at the start of the year, and I'm really hoping they grow faster. It's too cold. Good luck with the first lot. Thanks. Well, the thing is that I just want to put them all in. Wonder if you could sub in a wok. I mean, I've got an induction hob, so wok would be difficult. Yeah. Ugh. Right. We have heat. Yes. Let's go. Are we going to do all of them in one go? Are we going to risk it for a biscuit? I reckon we go in with our. I can't remember which one's which now. I think we'll go with the plain ones first, and then we will do our cheesy ones second. Like, I think they would fit. I'm gonna do 3 minutes on each side. They would fit, but I am not about to risk it. Yeah. Oh my god, yes, we love a gas stove. I cannot, to be fair, my mum, when she renovated her kitchen, she got an induction hob. But then, like, just for like the like few times, sometimes you just need a real fire. So she's got like a gas an induction, like regular, 3 hob top. But then on the side, she's got a single gas ring. And I was like, Mother, you are so greedy. Like, I mean, your kitchen, your reno, you do you, go queen. I was like, wow, she's got the best of both worlds. She got a single ring of gas on the side of her kitchen, just for when you just need a real fire. Use a single gas ring. I see. That's a good shout. Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. I need to figure out what I'm going to do when I go back to the UK with my kitchen, because the kitchen in the UK is even, I think, it's more space, but it's going to be harder to like film in because it's an enclosed, it's a room, it's a single room that is the kitchen. So it's like door on one side and it's like a C-shaped kitchen, if that makes any sense at all. So like there's no front to the kitchen. Whereas at least this I can like go this way and have a second camera. No new houses will have gas. What? Like I get it. I get it. Environmental something something and whatnot. But there's nothing beats a real fire when it comes to cooking. Cleaned up. How are we doing down there? We are cooking. I hope we're not burning. I see smoke. That is a little bit concerning. They all move, which is good. We keep closing down power plants. What? What? How? Where's all this electricity coming from? Just magicking electrics out of the blue. Right. Time for the flippity flip. Oh. We're a bit golden. We're a bit toasty. Not gonna lie. Probably not, just a little bit far past the golden brown delicious, but it's okay. Probably just had it a little bit too hot. Oh, you're pretty. You're pretty. Oh. Maybe just a little bit lower on the heat, I think. A small squish. So we have good adhesion. Put the lid back on again. Look at them, so pretty. I want to show you a close up. Look at this one. This one's a perfect. Okay, now once it's done, I'll show you a close up. I want to scrape off the bottom. Exciting. And then oh, this is exciting. This is looking delicious. Smells delicious as well. And the good thing about these is they freeze really well as well. So you can make these in advance and then wrap them up, pop them in the freezer, pop them in the microwave anytime you want a little snacky snack. Old school kind of power plants, which I get, but they're doing before they have built the new ones. Replacement. What? That's so silly. Weird. So what I'm going to do is these ones come with a little sauce around the outside, a little glazy glaze. So I've got 5 plain ones and I've got 5 cheesy ones. So I'm going to do half and half sweet soy glaze, and I'll do the other halves cheesy Korean, hot and sweet. I don't have any use, I'm afraid. So I'll do a Korean spicy glaze. So then I'll have 4 different types of potato cakes. I'll have the plain ones with hot sauce, plain one with sweet soy. I've got cheesy one with sweet soy, cheesy one with spicy glaze. Hopefully my math is mathing and that works. And I also don't mix these two up. That would be funny. So we have our beautiful potato cakes. Look at these. Cute. Look at this one. This one is like perfection. And I like show a close up. Look at this one. Is that not like the most like picture perfect golden brown you ever did see? The others are a little bit toastier than I'd like it to be, but it's okay. We love them all equally. The backs are very good. I'm just going to pull these guys out. We will cook our cheesy boys. Ooh. Back up. Gather our ghee into the middle a little more. Delicious. Yeah, they look really good. I really want to crack into one right now, but I'm going to be patient. We are putting in our cheesy ones now. Give those the same 3 minutes on either side. Oh, I'm so excited. They're gonna be good. Gotta wait for hubby. I know, right? I don't think he's gonna be back in time, so I'm just gonna have to taste test at first, and then he can have a reheated one later. I thought these were gonna take a little bit longer than they actually have taken, so oh well. I think I'm going to stick some seaweed on them because why not? Isobe is a very like traditional set of flavors, so it's sweet soy glaze with seaweed, nori seaweed. So I'm going to just cut up a square of nori. To be fair, I've only got 2 sheets left. I was gonna have some hand rolled sushi tonight, so we're gonna save that. We are ditching that idea because I need to keep these for tonight. Oh, salam. What is the time? It's only 4:30. My goodness. We are zooming through. We are going to get those cooked up, glazed up, and then we are going to crack into one. I'm so excited. Right, what is in the glaze? The glaze is tablespoon of mirin, tablespoon of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of soy. And I think a lot of people said it's quite salty, so I might add an extra tablespoon of water as well, just to dilute it a bit. And then we'll have, yeah, that'll do. 2:30 a.m. We've always got some single digits AM people on the stream. I'm always surprised by the amount of Americans I get on the stream. I always think I'm gonna get like a couple of Aussies and that's it. But we get some insane dudes and dudettes and gals on here. How are we doing? Minute left. Let's go. I'm insane, can confirm. Yep. Just no names, just in general. Ooh, we have nice and golden. They do with like a A little bit more color. Okay, we don't like it when things don't move in the pan. Oh, oh no, oh no, ow. Touches hot thing, says ow. Oh no, just put a finger in it. And why are you not flipping? Please behave. You reshape it in the pan. Have precious cargo in there. Please behave. Stick to each other. Ooh. Well, see, that's a nice little adhesion. Golden brown, delicious. Get everybody a little bit closer to the middle so we get heat. Not touching each other, no touching here. Another 3 minutes. And then we can glaze the potato mochis. How are we actually doing on the husbando Jim's situation? We're so close. Oh my gosh. 78%. Wow. We're doing great. We're doing great, guys. I love that for us. He is currently stressed out about his last month of the job. He just submitted one of his papers for second to last paper for review. And they're going to do like a big meeting on it like tomorrow, I think, which is fun. And then he's trying to write another one before the end of the job, maybe 2. 1, definitely. 2, maybe. The man's writing like a scientist. I don't know why I got the scissors. I don't need these anymore. So yes, exciting. So we've got plain ones on the black plate. We're going to put the cheesy ones on the grey plate so I can keep track of them. Once I glaze them, though, heaven knows which one's going to be which. It's going to be cheesy or not cheesy roulette. I should have put like a chunk of chili in one of them. We could play potato mochi roulette. That would have been fun. Don't even know when the husband's going to be back today. He said his meeting wasn't going to be today, so I assume he's going to be back at a regular time. Are you watching, husbando? Are you going to be home today? Sometimes he's watching when he's meant to be working. Supportive husbando and whatnot. Yeah. We are a minute away. I should probably get the glaze ready. Standing around doing nothing. Right. We have mirin. We have mirin. We have soy. We need sugar. In what ratio? 1 mirin, 1 sugar, 1.5 soy, and 1 water. I do this with the potato cakes in the pan. Yes. Okay. Exciting. Right. We have liftoff. Cute. Look at these boys. They're a bit paler than their. In fact, I can probably tell between them by just how pale they are. But just going to take these out to assess for color. Look at them. Delicious. gorgeous, plump, all the good adjectives for potato-y goodness. That one's a good one. Look how like nice and like cylindrical that one is. Pro level rolling there. And the last one will escape. Right, so we have cheesy ones, not cheesy ones. Remember that. Okay, we're going to make the glaze. And we're going to do a two-parter. So we're going to do... How am I going to do this? I'll do the plain glaze, put half of them in, and then take them out, add hot sauce, add the other half. In my head, that should work. Who knows if it actually does? Right. Heat is on. We're going to do a tablespoon of sugar. We are doing a tablespoon of mirin. I'm going to do a tablespoon and a half of soy. And a tablespoon of water. The most inaccurate way of doing water. I just ran it under the sink. Right, so that's going to do a little swirly swirly. Maybe I'll just make the same one twice. I feel like there's not a lot of glaze. It's going to give it a little taste. Oh, yum. That's like, I don't know if anybody's ever had mitarashi dango, which is dango mochi balls with like a really sweet soy glaze. That is the flavor of that. That's so good. That like slightly burnt soy, sugary kind of mirin-y deliciousness. That's dangerously good. Yum. We're just going to let that bubble a little. And then we're going to do plain, 3 plain, 2 cheese. Or maybe I'll do 2 of each and then keep one like completely unglazed. That's what we'll do. Yeah, decided. So keep 1 of each completely plain so we can try that separately as for what they are. And then we'll do 2 of each cheesy soy glaze, cheesy spicy glaze. And then we'll do cheesy. Yeah, that. You know what I mean, I think. I'm not going insane, I hope. Right. So we have some bubblage. I'm going to keep like the prettiest one, I think, to eat separately. So I'm going to go this guy, this guy. I'm going to go... Oh, I'm so going to mix these up, aren't I? Okay, the ones closer to the handle are cheesy. I have no hope. I'm definitely messing these up. Stop, you're meant to be separated so I can tell the difference between you two. Flip these guys over. Over. Basically, we're just going to keep flipping and flopping and flipping and flopping until they are fully covered and the glaze becomes thick and syrupy and nice. And they kind of soak up a bit of the glaze up the sides, all that jazz. So good. So good. Oh, don't get too close to each other so I don't mess you guys up. I will inevitably mix them up and be like, I can't remember which one's which anymore. Just gonna keep flipping and flopping them for maybe like 2 minutes. Make sure we got like good side adhesion. The cheese ones are a little bit thicker in terms of the height. So I'll like slap the glaze up the sides. Delicious. So good. I could just like lick this glaze. This glaze is so good. This is like classic Japanese sweet and savory kind of a situation. This is beautifully glazing up. We're just basically letting the potato cake soak up the glaze and be delicious. I'll pat it up the sides. Get in there. There's our 2 minutes done. Which side did we say it was? Cheese is this side. So cheese is going back on the cheese plate. And plain is going back on the plain plate. And then we are now going to form a spicy Korean glaze. So basically going to follow the same recipe. I'm just going to use the same leftover bits. Ah, another packet finished. Wow. Sugar is done. We are no longer needing to cart home a tiny, tiny bag of sugar. So we're going to do mirin. And then instead of, I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of soy and then like half a tablespoon of all that hot sauce. Maybe a little bit less, depending on how. Well, that hot sauce is quite spicy, so I'm going to do like that much. And some water. Maybe a little bit more. Not very much in there. So we heat that all back up. Off the salt pack some more. Thank you so much for joining today, Whistle. I shall see you next time. I'm going to make some boba tomorrow, I think. So more rolling. We're doing lots of rolling circles and balls today. Yes, and I shall say hi to him as well. Hopefully he's not back too late. I reckon he's maybe like 45 minutes away. Oh, thank you so much. See you. We are in glaze part 2. We are now on hot sauce glaze. All that glaze is being formed right now. Mix them all in. I can smell the hot sauce. It smells like a bowl of noodles right now. What are we doing on the flavor? Hello, Parker. They are, well, I hope they're delicious. Haven't tasted one yet. But, that's spicy. That is a spicy boy. Have I made it too spicy? Potentially. Is it going to be good anyway? Absolutely. So, just to give you a rundown, Parker, we have made essentially tiny, like little pucks of potato cake gnocchi hybrid situations. These ones are plain, so they're potato all the way through. These ones have cheese on the inside. I have put sweet soy glaze on these two and these two. I'm currently making a sweet and spicy Korean glaze for the other two, and I'm going to keep one of each plain Jane naked. And yeah, we're going to see how they are. I hope they're delicious. So I'll taste some when we're done. Just waiting for this to glazify a bit more. And then we shall add our cheesy boys. So cheesy ones closer to the handle, plain ones away from. Just have to now remember that. So you flip flop them. You can see they've got like a slight tinge of red from the hot sauce. Last ones. Cannot. And we're just gonna hang out till we're cooked and glazed. Basically, because it's potatoey, it absorbs the glaze a bit and gets all ooey gooey. Is the idea. Kind of like pupusas. Yeah, I think so. I think they're corn, aren't they? Yeah. It's the basic recipe of these are mashed potato, potato starch, seasoning. I've added a bit of milk just to make it a little bit more malleable. Some recipes don't call for milk, some do. And yeah, I've added cheese to some, kept some plain, but that's purely preference. You can have them as is, or you can glaze them like I am now. Lots of different ways of having them. Yeah, I'm just going to cook them until they've absorbed the glaze. Make sure it goes all the way up the sides. All of the surfaces are covered. Yeah. And just keep flip-flopping till we get good glaze adhesion. Scoop them to the middle, let them have a little glaze pool party in the middle. A jacuzzi of glaze. These guys are a lot like loose. This glaze is a lot looser than the last one. I don't know why. Probably because I added an extra spoon of water, actually. As I think about it, the question of me. I shall keep flipping them. Definitely thickening. It's be thick. To be fair, that flip has decreased the glaze quite a bit. Shove it into the middle. These are spicy boys, though. That is like, I probably was a bit too heavy-handed on the hot sauce, not gonna lie. Yes. I think we've had enough. We'll do a last flip. Get it as covered as possible. And this is our plain ones. Plain one. And then our cheesy one. Cheese and like Korean hot sauce just goes so well together. Just love that combo. Easy boy. Right. Taste time. Let me just bring these this way. I'm just gonna be a heathen and use a chopstick. Right. Let's scoot this back. Where are we? Over here. Ooh. Here. Right. So this is plain. This is sticky. Cheesy. You know what? I might do that. I feel like the cheese pool is best experienced with hands. You know what? I shall indulge. Smells so good. Which ones did I just make? This, I think this is, I don't feel like spicy right now, so I'm gonna go for these ones. So, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Yes. Oh my god. Oh yes. Ah. It keeps going. So good. Look at that. Cheesy deliciousness. I'm just gonna roll it up. Itaraki munch. Mm. Yes. 100% yes. Wow. Mm. That is so good. That is delicious. Right. I best have so I'm going to go for a spicy plain. This is spicy but plain. So as you can tell, like it's got that kind of slight, like it's not mochi, but it's definitely got that kind of how do you call it? Bounce to it because of the extra potato starch. This is going to be so spicy. I added way too much hot sauce. But that's the plain no cheese version. Mm. Yeah, it was so good. Can you see the bounce? I don't know. I don't know if you can, but it's got that kind of chew to it, which is so lovely. Mm, so good. Mop that up. Yeah, springy. That's the word. Recover my English. Mm. It's so easy to make. Make it at home. Microwave the potatoes. Don't steam it like I did. That was silly. It would have been so much like it would have taken half as long had I just microwaved the potatoes like it asked me to. But yeah, so good. Mm. Right. I'm gonna finish these halves. Look at the cheese. So good. Yes, there will be. I'm just gonna eat the ones I've already cracked open, and then the rest I will hold until he gets back. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. I'm so glad I made them different flavors. So we've got 5 different, slightly different experiences. Mm. This is so far climbing to the top of best ways to eat potato right now. I always considered like Duffel potato, scalloped potatoes to be peak potato cuisine, but I think this is up there. Mm. Mm. Yeah, definitely. However, I do not have any. I have some like crispy onions to be fair. That would be quite nice as a contrast of textures to go on top. As a little crunch. Mm. Yeah, definitely has that really lovely spring. Would recommend. I wonder if you can use cornstarch. I know I kept mistaking potato starch for cornstarch during the stream, but I used potato starch because that is the common thickening starch in Japan. Potato starch. I don't think it's as common elsewhere. I don't think. No, correct me if I'm wrong. It's harder to get potato starch than cornstarch. It's usually cornstarch, isn't it? I wonder if you can just sub cornstarch for this because if I can, when I go back to the UK, I'm going to be making this all the time. And apparently these freeze really well. So once they're cooked, you just wrap them up, pop them in the freezer, and then they can just revive them whenever you want. Mm, so good. I am really happy with that. So I'm just gonna place these gloves over here and use them again for future. I've already eaten one, but this is my entry to this month's Kitchen Gladiators challenge. Poe-tay-toes. I've made potato mochi, emo mochi, the Japanese dessert cuisine. I have just eaten one. Apologies for the missing potato. I hope the Minotaur forgives. I will rearrange them prettier and take pictures for later. Oh yeah, that's it for today. Um, I am not making dinner on stream today because I don't know when husband's going to be back. Oh my god, the spicy is coming through really residually. It's not as spicy once it's on the potatoes, which is great. It's just kind of staying on the tongue. But that is it for today from me. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing something a little bit different, a little snacky snack rather than a meal. I'm so glad. Yes, and he caught the marvelous cheese pool. I think that was a cheese pool for the books. I shall see you guys tomorrow for some boba. Bye.